Joe DeRosa here from the Tastebuds podcast. Folks, I'm live and I'm coming at you all over the place. I'm coming to Houston, Texas this month to do the Come and Take It Festival. I will be there doing my new 1-hour show, I Never Promised You a Rose Garden. Check it out, folks. That's being held at the Secret Group in Houston, Texas. Also, December, I'll be at Coastal Creative in St. Petersburg doing the same show 2 nights. I'm also doing We'll See You in Hell live down there with Patty Walsh. Come see us for that. December 14th, New York City, Crane Theater, back again doing I Never Promised You a Rose Garden for all you fine New Yorkin folks. Also, in January, the Vulcan in Austin, Texas, and Governors on Long Island, and then a ton more dates coming up in 2023. Go to joederosainfo.com for tickets and showtimes, and come to Joey Rose's in New York, now open 7 days a week at 11:30 a.m. every day. Booze, sandwiches, good times. joeyrosesnyc.com.
All right, guys, the Impractical Jokers are back on the road after 3 years. We just announced the tour. It's called the Drive Tour. Tickets are available at impracticaljokerslive.com. All cities across the country. We start off in Pittsburgh at the PPG Paints Arena. We'll be coming to the Prudential Center in Newark, the UBS Arena in Long Island, so on and so forth. Everything's on sale right now. And then that starts in February. Before that, my only 2 months left of touring are November and December. November 11th, Knoxville. November 12th, 2 in Atlanta, Georgia. 1 just sold out. So if you want to get tickets, get it to the second show. November 13th in Alabama, and then we got November 18th in Louisville and November 19th in Evansville. December will be California and Florida. Check it all out right now at salvulcanocomedy.com. Everything's on sale. Merch is available there for everything. Pick up some merch. I'll see you on the road.
Taste buds, they coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. Two fools gonna fight, but only
Welcome to TASTE Buds. Here I am, and what better guest host to have on a show about food than a pig himself, Chris DiStefano.
Yeah, way to have me on when I'm intermittent fasting.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I haven't eaten in 17 and a half hours. Dude, I feel great.
You haven't eaten in 17 and a half hours?
I'll tell you how long I haven't eaten in. I haven't eaten in. I'm on this Zero fasting app, which should be a fucking pod sponsor. 17 hours and 30. The last time I ate was 5:43 last night.
Wait, why are you doing such big windows?
Because you're supposed to do... So you're supposed to do 16-hour fast, like 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of eating.
Yeah.
But if you can push it to 18-6, like 18 hours of fasting and 6 hours eating, that's like should hypothetically get you the best results.
Yeah.
If you're and so I've just...
And then you exercise on top of that?
You're supposed to exercise at the end of the fast when you're in fat burning mode. Basically, you have to stop. This app broke it down where it kind of changed my mindset where he was like, I don't know what my max strength is when I have food in my system. He's a fucking big jack guy. He's like, I might be able to bench press 300 pounds when I have food, but I can only bench press 225 at the end of the fast. But that's what you compare yourself to, is getting better in the fat burning mode, not with food. Like, everybody's stronger and better when they have food. It's about what you can do when you don't have food. And the thing is, the human body can go 30 days without eating food. So I can go 16, 18. Dude, when I started this in late August 26th, my birthday was 245. Now I'm 220. And every people just keep telling me I got small shoulders. I'm like, I'm fucking jacked.
Dude, you won't shut up about this fasting.
I know.
Last
it's
night when I
annoying.
said, what do you want to battle? You said, can we battle fasting?
Yeah, what it did. There were people waiting online after Joe's show that like want to take pictures with Joe, but then also because I was there, they were seeing me, and then they got off the line when I started talking. When I said I want my battle to be fasting, they were like, "Ugh, I'm not a fan anymore."
Dude, yeah, I don't know. I
hate your quilts.
My mom made those.
Oh, sorry, Mrs. DeRosa.
Dude, she really did. She knitted these two.
No, those are dope.
Oh, shut up. Don't fucking lie,
dude,
now.
My mom from the Amish country, she always used to bring home, every year we'd go to the Amish country, and she'd bring home a Quillo. It's a quilt and a pillow. And it's a quilt that would, you would basically like stuff it in and it'd be a pillow, and then you could open up a latch, and there was a quilt in it.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
So what happens when you have a divorced mom?
My mom loved Amish country.
Dude, my mom still did. She would go to the kitchen kettle all the time.
Yeah, I hated going there. But then when I got older, I started to really, I haven't been to Amish country in a while, but I started to appreciate the Amish cooking. My parents they live in Jersey now. They're near a flea market that has like It has like this food court inside of it.
Yeah.
And 2 of the stations at it are Amish counters where it's Amish people. They make all the food.
Yeah.
And dude, the food's unreal. They make like turkey legs and like ribs and all this.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Shoe fly pie. We
So
should have battled shoe fly pie versus apple pie.
Which
Shoe fly pie. I don't know. It's some Amish dish. What's in shoe fly pie? Pimp. If you could pull that up. Yeah, it's some Amish pie that my mom used to get. It was pretty good.
I lost my train of thought completely.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. It's
Oh wait, fasting.
When's the last time you ate? You might naturally intermittent fast. You don't even realize.
No,
it.
I do it. I'm intermittent fasting, but I do it way less extreme than you do. I do an 8 or a 10-hour eating window, and then I don't eat outside of that. The last time I ate was yesterday at 7:15 p.m.
So that's not bad at all.
No, I'll start today around 12 o'clock. When we finish this. So by the time we get out of here and done, I won't eat something till at the earliest 12:30 p.m. today, at the absolute earliest.
Yeah,
and
so
then,
you are intermittent fasting without even trying.
Yeah, and I let myself go to if I can, I'll stop at 8:30, and if at 9:30 or 10 I'm still hungry, I'll eat something else. But I'll cut it off at 10 hours. I won't go past 10 hours.
Okay.
But here's the thing: I did celebrate last night after my show, and I did have drinks. So I had whiskeys. So that breaks the fast.
That breaks the fast. Yeah.
But I don't often do that.
Yes, you do, dude.
But no, not anymore. That's what I'm saying. I've been on this diet, dude. I drank once in a full month. I drank one time for Halloween.
What did you do to replace it? You replace it with cigarettes?
No, I don't smoke anymore.
You
I
just
don't smoke. No, I've been painting. I'm not kidding. Look, it's over there.
Painting. Can somebody give me his paintings, please?
No, don't.
Oh, we can't.
No, not an.
Oh, you don't want to reveal
one.
the piece?
No,
Let me see a painting.
I'll show you ones I finished.
Dude, Leon, let me see your fucking. God. Imagine that. You just sit here and you paint. You're one of those guys. It's like, you fast.
But can't you see him in an art gallery with the little thick glasses?
Yeah, oh man, just annoying. Yeah, just talking to me about like the exposure and the light on this paint.
What inspires him?
No, these are just these are abstract paintings. I'm not. It's just.
So explain what's this one?
I don't know.
So
it's an abstract.
But what do you mean you don't know? You gotta. An artist always has to have tell me what does it mean to you?
There's nothing behind any of it. I sit down and I just try to put stuff together that seems to make sense to me. Sometimes it works for me. Sometimes it doesn't. And the ones that I like, I keep. I liked this one. I like this one a lot. This one I really thought.
I mean, this one's just a penis.
It might be.
Yeah.
With teeth.
Yeah. It's
But
your penis.
I don't know. It's just that, when I was done, I was like, I don't know. I like the way this turned out.
Would
so
you
I
ever
kept
consider
it.
selling them?
Of course I would. I'm ready to sell anything.
You're willing to
This
sell this
fucking
network.
podcast hasn't had one of the founders in a month.
You should do a little art fair at Joey Rose's
That'd
in
be
the trailer.
sick.
I don't know about that, but I don't know.
Come on,
I do enjoy it. There's my little station over there, pimp. If you
I
want.
love
Is that
it, man.
where you paint to, on that little table, and you just kind of look out the window and stand there and
I
paint?
have the TV on. I put music on. Dude, it's so relaxing.
Dude, you're like a divorcee.
I
You're like
know.
a divorced older lady. You're literally like a divorced old lady.
I know, dude.
And this is what you do.
I
You just sit here, drink coffee, paint, you fast, lose weight, get depressed.
It's fucking great, dude. Painting is so relaxing, and
I don't even know
there's
how to-
no
I don't-
there's no pressure on it whatsoever. I'm not making it for anybody. I don't have to do anything with it, and I'm not in any way, shape, or form by trade an artist in this sense. So I'm an artist in other ways, I think.
And what? Making tuna?
A sandwich artist.
Yeah, the perfect balance of mayo, celery, and fucking tuna fish.
You love the tuna, don't
I
you?
do love the tuna. I like the fat kid too. The peanut butter and jelly with chips.
But I don't know. There's no stakes here. Like you just do. Like I said, I do it, and if I like the way it turned out, that's
good.
awesome. And I go, this is really cool.
It makes you
I
happy.
show it to people. Sometimes they like it. I have a couple in there I'm really proud of on the wall that I hung up that I did a long time ago. These are newer ones.
When's the first time you painted? When did you realize painting relaxes you?
I was living in L.A. and I thought it was you know what it was? This is funny. this craze happened for a minute where adults were buying coloring books.
Okay.
It was like
Yeah,
this.
Colin Quinn made a coloring book.
Yeah, well, there was like a trend though that was like going around with older people, and it was coloring, and they were saying like mentally it was relaxing to them. It was like
color?
a thing that was happening,
All right.
and I saw that, and I had no interest in doing it, but I thought, I bet like painting is probably in the same way relaxing. Coloring to me stresses me out because it's like so meticulous
in between the lines. Yeah.
and I just didn't. And I also just wasn't interested. But I was like, it seems like it'd be like nice to just paint, like to just put. And at the time, I was starting to buy some paintings I had bought that one for my bedroom when I lived in L.A. And I don't know.
I mean, this is terrifying. This one.
That's from my special, but it's
That's
awesome.
No, it's awesome, but you don't.
Yeah.
That doesn't freak you out when you come in at night.
No,
That thing's gonna
I'm
take
45 years old. What do I think? There's like a monster in my apartment,
Dude, I mean, things like that have energies.
Oh my God,
Bro, I just watched
Dude.
an episode of the new Unsolved Mysteries, The Ghost in
You are
Apartment
such-
14B. Let me tell
for a guy that is red through and through. R-E-D, red, not R-E-A-D. You're certainly not that. But for a guy that is a fucking red voting, gun toting, pickup driving fucking hick like you are such a queef. It is unreal, dude. Like, I don't understand. Like, you come out of the gate with something where you'll be like, crime's out of control. I got to put a fucking fence around my house. They got to build a wall at that border. Oh, my God, that painting is bad energy, though. What is the matter with you? Be consistent.
You're telling me. No, dude, that's how I keep you on your toes. I'm not Chrissy consistency. That painting at night, like if you had to walk past that to go pee, that wouldn't freak you out?
No, obviously it doesn't. I used to have that. I'm not kidding, dude. I used to have that facing my bed. And I liked it.
Dude, you're demonic.
I like scary stuff at bedtime. I like scary.
So
like I go to
it-
sleep to horror audiobooks a lot.
So you'll watch an Unsolved Mysteries. You'll watch like a crime investigation discovery at night.
I'm just not that interested in that stuff. So no, but
It
like
doesn't-
no horror. I'll go to sleep to a horror movie.
Okay, but you
look
don't,
at all my movies. They're all horror movies. I have a collection.
So you don't, and you would do that even though you like have like you would do that in like a 3-story house. Like you wouldn't think, oh, the monster is now in the kitchen and it's going to get me.
Are you? And I mean this respectfully, stupid? What are you talking about, dude?
Dude, you
think a monster is in your head? It's
not
fake.
a real monster, but doesn't it freak you out?
No.
Like, okay, how about a real thing? If you watch Investigation Discovery about how a guy, broke into a house and murdered everybody,
all.
and he's still on the loose, you wouldn't think that he's going to be in your kitchen when you go up to get a glass of water at 3 a.m.?
Literally, not at all. Not at all. That kind of stuff doesn't. I don't worry about that.
I
kind
hope
of
you
stuff.
get fucking murdered.
I mean, look. I mean,
my God! Imagine taking DeRosa hostage.
He'd be the only one they'd just let him go because they'd be like, I can't deal with his fucking energy, all his needs.
Dude, you would take people hostage and be like, "You guys have bad energy." And
And then let them go.
No, that kind of stuff has never freaked me out. Sometimes if I'm walking in the street in New York at night and I see like somebody who looks a little shady, I get a little freaked, like this guy could attack me or something. But that's the only time ever that I'm ever worried about a person potentially attacking me. I never worry about the serial killer stuff. That doesn't freak me out. It just doesn't. You could tell me there was a serial killer actively on the loose in New York and I wouldn't be freaked out.
You would just be like, if he approaches me, I'll beat the shit out of him.
I don't even know. It just wouldn't register. The odds of it happening to you are so astronomically small.
Well, what's a serial killer to you? More than 2 bodies?
I mean, well, no. I actually know what the definition of serial killer.
Yeah, what is it?
My ex-girlfriend told me this. Serial killer has to have a sexual component to it. That's the difference between a serial killer and a mass murderer. A mass murderer could be a hitman. He's murdered a mass of people. That's all that is. A serial killer, there has to be a sexual component, which is why every serial killer documentary has a sexual component. Okay. All the ones they make the movies and the TV shows about, there's always some sexual element to it.
Because some of the homeless people feel sexual. I don't know where.
There was a guy, I'm telling you, there was a guy literally, and I've been living in New York my whole life, and I've never seen this once. There's a guy feet away from where we're filming this podcast, jerking off in public at 10 a.m. He was fully just jerking, slowly, methodically jerking off.
I'm getting used to it. In Washington Square Park, a jazz band was playing, and then a homeless guy walked up with a metal rod and kept threatening them and tried to get them in the eye. It was
like
crazy.
That would freak me out way more than, oh, there's like crazy people on my street that could accost me at any given moment because that's the neighborhood I'm in. That is so much more active and potentially threatening to me or a concern to me than if you told me, oh, my God, there's a strangler on the loose in New York.
Let's say you move to the Poconos.
40 people.
You move to the Poconos. They confirm aliens are real. Are you afraid in your house in the Poconos?
No.
You're not afraid of
What if
aliens?
you got abducted by aliens? That wouldn't scare you if you're getting
If I got abducted? I don't know. Maybe that would scare me.
Aliens. If you get you with the fucking lightning beam and then you're up in this starship.
If I literally got abducted, yeah, I'd probably be scared.
Oh my God, dude.
I could see Joe complaining to the aliens. The tractor beam made me nauseous.
Yeah. I just want to look at his tattoos. They're like, what is this? What is this one's art? I mean, this is why I could never make a TV show. Like, because I remember saying this to one of my managers. She wanted me to pitch a show, and we had a thing mapped out. I was like, I'm not pitching it. She goes, why? I go, because Larry David exists, and I relate to it so much, and I can never do it. It's been done. It's been done better than anybody's going to do it. That's the guy I feel like I am. I want to be him. There's nothing to do. What could you do after that? How could I ever make a show where I complain all the time? I got to wait like 30 years for people to forget about that show when I'm old, and then maybe I can do it.
You have a different flavor of complaining. You can do it.
Dude, I don't know. Man. I feel like I saw this the other day, and I was conflicted. I was on the subway, and there was a homeless guy there, who was acting crazy and really freaking people out, right? But it kind of not but you could tell he was like walking around, shuffling around. And then there was two guys, guys that kind of like us, like just regular guys. I think we were going to a Rangers game. They were in Rangers gear. And one of the guys, the guy didn't do anything. And one of the guys said, I saw this word for it. He goes, listen to the guy. He goes, before you try to do anything, he goes, I'll throw you onto the tracks. Just understand, I will throw you onto these train tracks before you do anything to me. And
right.
Unprompted, the homeless guy wasn't doing anything to him. He was like,
right.
And he goes, I'll fucking throw you onto the tracks.
Right.
So just think about that if you want to get stupid right now.
Jesus
And it was
Christ.
like palpable. People were like, holy shit. And then the homeless guy just walked up the stairs and left. And people were like thanking, like 5 years ago, I'd be like, oh, that was fucked up on those two guys. Like, don't. But now we were all kind of like, hey, thanks for just saying that. Because he was freaking everybody out.
Well, it's interesting. And everybody relax. We're not going against homeless people,
no,
or unhoused, or whatever you're supposed to say now. But here's what's fucked up about homeless people in New York City. I was trying to explain this to my parents because that's another issue we had at Joey Rose's, where people like homeless people coming in and just like hang it and
get them to start making the sandwiches.
But wait, I said to my mom, I go, here's the thing. You think homeless means like the lady with the cart with the cans in it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about guys that got out of jail that usually have a place to stay. Right. They just don't have a residence on paper.
Right.
That's the majority in New York of when you say homeless, you don't mean like the guy minding his own business saying, hey, buddy, can I have a quarter? That's not what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're talking about a guy that usually sleeps on people's couches.
Right.
And does too much fucking meth to get his own apartment.
Right.
And then sometimes ends up sleeping outside. That's the guy that shows up and there's a problem now.
Dude.
And that is becoming the majority of what you see with homeless people. And the minority of homeless people now is the guy that like they would have made the TV movie of the week starring Lucille Ball about or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's whew, we're in a heavy time right now.
Dude, TT Jerry, the other day, TT Jerry said the homeless people that live on her block freak her out. And I'm like, you have openly admitted that you used to jerk off the son of Sam in prison.
Right.
And you used to openly have sexual encounters with a convicted serial killer. And you're telling me you're freaked out about the homeless that live on your block? And it's true.
I'm telling you, dude. And I feel for people that don't have a I'm not even saying that everybody in that position is somebody that in some way
Some of them listen to this podcast.
made a mistake. But I'm just saying it's just where we're at. Like there are a lot of people out there now that don't have a residence, but it's not the way you think it is. It is not like this guy lives on the street. No. They live usually in somebody else's house and then end up out there once in a while and will do some wild shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's whew. Anyway, folks,
Let's talk about salmon.
This is oh my god.
I like this element in Taste Buds now where it gets, political, kind of shit on the homeless a little bit. We turn right to pork chops.
We went way dark on when I did HeyBabe with you. We went way dark.
This is your energy, dude. This is you. This is why. You keep wondering why. This is why.
I've watched Chrissy Chaos, dude. You're on there screaming about the Democrats. You're talking about the class war in Ireland or whatever the hell you were talking about last time.
Yeah, it's like, dude, by the way, I did that, and then Pim showed me, we get death threats from the IRA now because I didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, I mean,
took
dude.
one tour, and I thought I was an expert.
Don't act like you don't get. There's a reason Fox News keeps asking you to come on, dude. You're saying something on Chaos that's making them go.
Like,
reach out to DeStefano.
Yeah, he'll give us a nice take.
We're doing the battle today is salmon versus pork chops. All right, we'll just get into it. We usually do a chant before the battle. Do you know the chants? I can't remember. Because I don't think we did them last time you were here. So we have two chants. We have No Matter What Happens, I Love You, which is one we did because the battles would get too salty sometimes.
Okay.
And then, like, it would kind of feel like it was bad blood afterwards.
Okay.
So
because it probably was.
Yeah. We would start out going, No Matter What Happens, I Love You. So we knew no matter what happened, at the end of it, we were friends. That one I don't want to do with you. I want to do the It's Time to Get Salty one. That was one we started to do because the No Matter What Happens, I Love You chant started making the show too soft.
Okay.
So we had to put some venom back into it. So we started doing a chant where we go, It's time to get salty. We say that in unison 3 times.
Okay. And
then as soon as we're done chanting that, you launch an insult at the other guy, and it just gets you in the mood to fight.
Okay, so what's the chant?
We go, It's time to get salty. It's time to get salty. It's time to get salty. And then I launch an insult to you, and then we do it again, and you launch an insult to me. And it has to just be boom.
Boom. Right away.
Yeah, you can hit me first if you want.
It's like stream of conscious. No, you hit me first, so I know. Like, it's just like whatever the insult is.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
It's
time to get salty. It's time to get salty. It's time to get salty. You can fast all you want. Your body will always suck.
Dude. Yeah.
Ready?
All right.
No, ready?
And then,
it's time to get salty.
I'll hit you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's time to get salty. It's time to get salty. It's time to get salty.
I fucking actually hated your stand-up hour.
Such a dick.
Oh my God, that hurts. Folks, let's talk Bombas. What's their mission? What's their mission statement to make the most comfortable clothes ever? What do you think of that, man?
I'm all about the sweatsuits. Is this sweatsuits?
They got all kinds of stuff. They design, well, they got socks, they got shirts, they got underwear. All right? And these are the clothes that you can't wait to put on every day. I love a comfy sock. I love a comfy shirt, and I love comfy underwear. I got to tell you, there's nothing worse than coarse underwear.
Right. I love my sister's bed.
Everything they're making over at Bombas is soft and seamless, tagless. It's got a cozy feel. That's another thing. I hate cutting the tags out of my shirts. It drives me crazy, man. Anyway, there's a pair of Bombas socks for everything you do. Let's talk about the socks. There's a pair of Bombas socks for everything you do. They come in a ton of options. For instance, comfy performance styles made with sweat wicking yarns. I thought it said yams, like the sweet potatoes. It's yarns. And that means your feet stay cool while the rest of you works up a sweat. Bombas no-show socks are designed for comfort while being specially engineered to never fall down. Oh, I love that. When a no-show sock slips inside the shoe. And did you know this, people? Socks, underwears, T-shirts are the 3 most requested clothing items at homeless shelters. That's why Bombas donates 1 for every item you buy. So if you're a Bombas customer, you're helping to donate over 50 million items of essential clothing. All right, so listen. Go to bombas.com/tastebuds and use the code tastebuds for 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/tastebuds and use code tastebuds at checkout. bombas.com/tastebuds, promo code tastebuds. Folks, Raycon. Raycon, good to hear from Raycon again. Raycon's been a sponsor in the past. We're glad to have him back. Raycon is making earbuds, and they make a good earbud. They make a good pair of earbuds. I don't know if it's earbuds or earbud, if it's like saying buffalo or geese or goose. I don't know what the plural is, but the point is Raycon has a great product, especially at the holiday season when you're looking for a gift that everybody needs or a nice stocking stuffer, all right? That's not a candle, for God's sakes, or a calendar. My mom buys me a calendar every year. I want to throw it across the room. She hasn't grasped that calendars are on your phone now. And it's a terrible calendar, too, that she'll get me. She'll get me, like, cars. Like I'm 12. Like she gets me calendar like I'm 12, or like I live on Staten Island, like Sal. Anyway, Raycon earbuds are a great stocking stuffer. They're wireless earbuds, as you may have guessed. They also have headphones and speakers that offer premium sound, useful features, and an almost custom, comfortable fit, and up to 54 hours of battery life, which I really like. The person you're gifting them to is going to love it. And you're going to love it, too, by the way, because these start at half the price of the premium audio brands. I just like what Raycon's doing. I use these earbuds. They're very seamlessly able to connect to your devices. They're very easy to use. They sound great, and they're half the price without dropping in quality. That's a key thing to mention here. Usually you see a more affordable pair of earbuds, and they sound like crap. Raycon, they sound great. Anyway, go to buyraycon.com/tastebuds. You're going to use a promo code tastebuds to get 20% off site-wide, everything. Again, buyraycon.com/tastebuds. Use promo code tastebuds, and that's for 20% off any Raycon product on the entire site. And they almost never do this. This is a really good deal. Or you can save even more with 30% off when you get Raycon's exclusive holiday bundles. Again, use promo code tastebuds. Go to buyraycon.com/tastebuds for 20% off your Raycon purchase. Buyraycon.com/tastebuds. Here we go. All right, it's time to BATTLE buds. Salmon versus pork chops. Chris hates pork chops
With
'cause
a
there's
passion,
something
dude.
wrong with him. And I said, "What do you want to defend against pork chops?" I said, take a healthy meat like turkey. He goes, "I hate turkey."
Disgusting.
He thinks turkey. Listen, I've heard of people being like, "Turkey's boring. I don't care." Who thinks turkey is disgusting?
I used to eat turkey all the time until where I live now on Staten Island, there's wild turkeys everywhere, and I watch them walk around lawns and eat deer shit all fucking day, and they're disgusting. And once you see an animal, dude, they went through the garbage the other day, and they opened up my 1-year-old daughter's diapers and ate her shit out of the diapers and just left them open. And it was the turkeys.
What do you mean left them open? What do you think they were going to do? Close them back up?
Yeah, have some decency. And now I have to eat you now because the pilgrim said you tasted good? Fuck you.
Really? So turkeys eat
They're
shit?
anytime you see a deer population,
So what will you eat at Thanksgiving this year?
honestly, just the sides. I'm going to eat like the mashed potatoes,
Would you eat chicken still?
Yeah, I'll eat chicken. Chicken, I know chicken. Now listen,
Will chickens eat shit like that?
I'm aware that chickens are probably kept in even more disgusting conditions. They say like in cages and they're all shitting on each other's heads and stuff. But I don't see it. To actually see a turkey in the wild and just look at its fat fucking neck, it's disgusting, dude.
They say that if you go and see pigs and what they actually do, you won't want to eat. It's like the Samuel Jackson thing in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
These like pigs rooting shit or whatever.
Yeah. And
Like-
they're smart pigs. So are octopus. You'd never eat calamari again if you saw how smart an octopus was.
But people make that argument about pigs because you can have a pig as a house pet, but at the same time they're disgusting when they're with each other.
gross, yeah.
So I think between the two, you'd probably be off the pig.
God,
the
who would
pig
have
would
a
not eat pig anymore. You
Who
don't eat
would
pig
have a
anyway.
pig? Who would have a pig as a house pet?
You never saw a little potbelly pig? It's
What
adorable.
are people doing? No, dude, just get a dog or a cat.
No, but I know, but potbelly pig
Or a parakeet.
They're adorable, dude, and they don't make any noise.
You're gonna have a fucking potbelly pig walking around your apartment?
I would.
Yeah,
I got one
it'll eat
now.
your paintings.
I got one now, right here, sitting on the couch.
I'm a fasting pig.
But here's the thing: people say that about pigs. People also say, Q once. Actually, we did it on this podcast. We did steak versus chicken. He showed me a video of cows. If you play music near cows, the cows will migrate to the music together and stand and listen to it. And he showed me a video of it. Like they do it like in Ireland and England. Like they'll do these videos where like there's a musician at like the base of a hill and it's like a prairie or whatever where like there's like cows and stuff. And like he'll be at the base of a hill and he'll start playing music and cows start to come over the hill and walk down the hill in a herd and just stand there and listen to the music, dude. It's the most endearing thing
I
I've
actually
ever
showed
seen.
you that, and elephants do it, and there's a whole
And
genre
then they get
on
shot
YouTube.
in the head with an air gun, and we eat them as burgers immediately.
I
then
know.
they get served in your
Well,
restaurant.
I got to tell you, dude, with on the diet I've been on, I haven't been eating red meat and I haven't been eating pork, which
you're not even going to eat your argument.
I'll argue it all day as a food. I mean, I'll argue it all day. But my point is I haven't been eating red meat or pork because they're very fatty meats, whatever to eat. And by the way, save your fucking messages, please. I don't want to hear it. Every time I talk about this on a podcast, people start emailing me. Oh, bro, you're falling into the cult of the. All you got to do is eat. Don't you listen to Rogan? Just eat cheese all day, and you'll go into ketosis. I don't want to hear it, please.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I've tried ketosis. It doesn't work for me. This diet is working for me. Anyway.
How much weight have you lost?
That's not a shot at Rogan, by the way. That's just
Take a
people.
shot at him.
People. I weighed myself this morning. I'm 200 pounds, dude. I was
200?
I think I was 214 or 215, somewhere in there at my heaviest.
How long ago was that?
A little over a month ago.
Okay, and 215 was the heaviest you ever were in your life.
I think the heaviest ever was in my life was like 217 or maybe 220.
And for you, it just carries bad, right?
Carries terrible.
Oh, just
Look, I still look terrible. But no, I don't know. I started the diet more than a month ago, and I weighed in at 200 this morning. That could just be I'm catching myself at a good time. I try to weigh myself.
Supposed to weigh
first
yourself
thing.
once a week in the morning.
So, but consistently, I've been in the low 2s right now.
That's good, and you feel good there.
Well, no, I want to get down. My best weight I was ever at, I got down to 180 pounds.
Really?
I was like fluctuating between 180 and 185.
What were you doing then to get you down to that weight?
I did the paleo diet, which I'm not doing now.
Which is that's just like anything a caveman would have eten, right?
Yeah, it's basically meat and vegetables, and that you can have steak. They tell you to have grass-fed steak.
Right.
But I was doing paleo, and I was doing I would run a mile 3 times a week, and then I would lift dumbbells 3 times a week.
God, it's such a girl workout to run a mile and then lift dumbbells. You don't even know how to talk gym talk. Lift dumbbells? What are you talking?
What do you mean?
Dude,
free weights.
I would run a mile 3 times a week.
That was all I did.
Oh my God.
And you lost all that weight. Was
Yeah,
your
dude.
body toned?
And I didn't drink either.
Oh, well, that's the biggest thing.
I didn't drink.
And you didn't have bread. You didn't have much. But would you cheat
No,
on it? Would you have
paleo-
desserts and shit?
My cheat, no, dude. My cheat would be like I would eat like tacos, and the cheat would be because I was having like the cheese and the shells.
How long did you keep that up for, the paleo diet?
You know what's funny, dude? I was with Giannis in Florida when he was doing that gig in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I went down to write with him for a week. He was doing this thing where he was hiring comics to come down for a week at a time to write with him on the show. I was there when he quit. He went in the other room and quit and came back, and he was like, I just put my notice in. And then we didn't do any work. I just sat there.
Because of this fucking painting, dude. It's your energy.
I just sat there with him for a week in this fucking office. We didn't do
You
anything.
just hung out in Miami.
Yeah. But, yeah, dude, but I was there with him, and we used to do this thing. Me and Yanni used to go clothes shopping together. And he thought it was funny that I would call it the drobe.
Yeah.
I'd be like, let's go get stuff for the drobe.
Yeah.
dude."
Yeah.
And we went clothes shopping when I was there one night, and we went like batshit, dude. He took me to this mall that had all these great stores, and we went hog wild. We bought all this fucking
Hundreds of dollars worth of stuff.
just. I think I spent a grand in one
Damn.
night with him just buying which I get you could buy 2 things and it would be $1,000 if you go to the right store, right?
Right.
But these were like $70 shirts. Like that's how much shit I bought.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like I just bought, and I brought it all home. And I called him and I go, dude, none of this stuff fits me anymore. And he was like, what are you talking about? You just bought it. Because my body is weird. It will turn like every 5 pounds, it will be a different like shape.
Really?
Yeah. So like it's happened to me now. This
What
T-shirt,
shape is this?
they're all bad shapes. But this T-shirt fit me like a fucking glove when I was heavier. And like it's now, it's not that it's loose now that's the problem. It's a little looser, but it just doesn't
Yeah,
look
the
right.
arms flare. No, it looks fine, but
But
see what you mean.
it doesn't, like the pits, the armpit holes, these things, like this was tight. Like none of it
Doesn't
doesn't look
cling.
right. And it was like, dude, and I called him and I go, I'm telling you, dude, like my body, like I don't know what happened. Like I lost some weight. And then all of a sudden, dude, it was like overnight. I remember everybody started being like, dude, you look thin.
Right.
And I started weighing myself, and I was like, "Holy shit, man! I lost like 20 pounds."
And
I
you didn't even
realize
know.
because at the time I was like 205 or something, and I got down to, like I said, 185.
But it didn't feel radical. Your body didn't feel radically different. Nothing felt radically different.
And then once I went down, I didn't want to lose it. So I kept going,
right.
and I got down. I remember I got down to a size 32 waist. In
What are you now?
Skinny jeans.
What are you now?
Like 34. It's not
That's not
terrible.
bad.
Sometimes 33.
All right.
But I got down to a size 32 waist in skinny jeans, and I was down to a fucking medium button shirt.
Did you feel good about yourself then? Or you felt like weak?
Felt amazing.
Oh, okay. You didn't
No.
feel like, oh shit.
I felt amazing. And then when I started drinking again, I would like have 5. That's pimp. That's where the pictures of me falling asleep at the parties came from. I would because I would have like 4 or 5 drinks and I would pass out because like my body wasn't getting any sugar.
Right.
So the sugar rush would like hit me from booze and I would just pass out.
You would get worse hangovers too, right?
Yeah.
Because your body was like, what are you doing
Yeah.
to me?
But I was so fucking skinny. I remember Nate Bargatze said to me, I remember I wore I was doing something with Rockstar Games and they gave me a baseball tee. And I remember when they gave it to me, I was like, don't even give me this, dude. Like, I can't wear this. I'm a lump of shit. They gave it to me. I never wore it. And then, like, when this happened, I put the shirt on and it fit all of a sudden. And I remember Nate Bargatze seeing me in the shirt and he was like, bro, dude, like, you can wear those kinds of shirts now? You're doing something right, man. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, and then, like, you know, like anything else. Like, I was in good shape for a while. I wasn't toned, but I was just thin.
And then you just slowly went back.
Because you start to do the math and you go like, oh my God, if I ate 4,500 calories today, I would gain a pound.
Right.
And you go, so I'm not going to do that, but fuck it, I'll go get McDonald's.
Right.
You know? And then you start to just slowly but surely, it creeps back in. You start drinking too much. Because you're drinking, you're eating the wrong
Well, dude,
shit.
that's why I
You're,
like
you know,
the fasting
calories,
because it's not a diet. It's just if you stay in the time frame of the fast, hypothetically, I mean, yeah, you can't eat 5,000 calories, but like if you give your body enough time, like 16 to 18 hours to like it starts to eat your fat cells.
Right.
And you just start to like.
So you still like, because I'll do like this, like the soft fast window. I'll do, like I said, I'll do the 10-hour window, but I'll have like, not every day, but like I'll have cake.
Yeah.
I had a day on the fast where I went to a diner with my buddy and I got a piece of cheesecake and a piece of chocolate cake.
At the same sitting?
Yeah, and I didn't eat all of it, but I ate a lot of both because I was like, I was in the mood for it. I was craving it. And
I
it
think
was
I do
fine.
that every other day. I mean, dude, I had a crumb cake yesterday. I eat crumb cake every day. Pumpkin
Dude,
crumb cake.
You won't eat.
Shout out Beans and Leaves on Staten Island. Great pumpkin crumb cake.
You won't eat pork chops. You eat cake every day.
Every
you are
day,
a
dude.
fucking animal.
Cake,
dude.
I know. I can't figure out, even with fasting, why my cholesterol's so high.
So your cholesterol still high?
Well, I got to check. My blood pressure My blood pressures went down from the medicine, but it's still genetically, But I think genetically I'm predisposed to like cake.
Yeah, I'm doing
I
all
love
this.
crumb cake.
I'm doing all this because I had high cholesterol and I
Right.
have fatty liver, which is why I had to also
Fatty
watch with
liver.
yeah. But anyway, go ahead with the
Salmon?
Wait, why do you hate pork so much?
Dude, first of all, I think the reason why I don't like pork chops is a stupid one. I understand because people are like, oh, well, you eat bacon. I don't like ham either. The only pig product I like is bacon, which I know is like fine. Is everybody likes bacon?
I fell off with bacon.
You don't like bacon?
Bacon I like a BLT and I like it on a cheeseburger. Other than that, I don't give a fuck about it anymore.
You don't
I
eat
don't
it with
like
eggs?
it at breakfast. No, I just it lost me somewhere. I don't know what happened.
I know, I've slipped. I used to always go bacon, egg, and cheese. Now I go avocado, egg, and cheese.
Oh, dude, I love a sausage, egg, and cheese or a ham, egg, and cheese. But that's a different battle.
Yeah, see, I don't like sausage, or I don't like
God,
sausage
you
or
hate
ham.
sausage?
Dude,
You
I
hate
don't-
Italian sausage?
Yeah, I rarely eat it. I don't know what it is. I don't like something about a pig. And I think what the pork chop is because of my cousin once when we were little kids, she was like, oh, if you leave a pork chop out in the sun, maggots come out of it. Which is probably true for any meat. Or maybe,
Of course it is.
Yes, but I just always associated with pork chops.
So wait.
Wait, where do the maggots come from, by the way? Does that mean the maggots are always there?
No, it's bacteria eventually grows in the meat, and then it becomes,
And maggots, it
Yeah.
becomes maggots? So technically then the bacteria, the embryo of the maggot is
bacteria-
always in the meat.
I guess in theory, but meat breaks down, and food breaks down. As food breaks down, bacteria forms and grows.
Well, you turn into maggots in a coffin, no?
Yeah, right? You are maggots. We're maggots.
Yeah. So what are you upset about?
That I fucking...
Dude, it's double cannibalism if you eat pork. It's
I
the
know.
maggots and the pig.
I know. Dude, for me, pork chop, there's nothing about it. I just don't... To be fair, I barely eat steak. I barely eat anything like what on an entree.
No, but you'll house a whole Carvel cake. It's
I know.
crazy, dude.
I like sweets. I'm not an entree guy.
Dude, you have the weirdest Achilles heel foods. Sweets make sense.
I don't drink that much either.
I know. Sweets make sense to me. I get that, people have a sweet tooth. But the things you have a sweet tooth for are so odd to me. Because
Tiramisu's odd?
Yes. It's weird that's because usually people go, I have a sweet tooth. I eat a whole bag of cookies. I can't, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or I go out and I get a chocolate cake and I can't help myself. Or my buddy's like, dude, it's the sheet cake at the grocery store. It's always something like that. It's Oreos, it's a sheet cake, it's chocolate cake, it's pies. It's that kind of shit. You have a weird sweet tooth. It's like, I've never heard somebody go, I have a sweet tooth. I can't get enough tiramisu. You know what I mean? Or you'll be like, dude, look at what I just ordered. And you'll text me your Carvel order. And it's like the caramel daddy sundae or something. It's like, it's
Caramel
weird.
Sunday Dasher.
Yeah, it's weird shit. It's like, I would think it would be like hot fudge sundae.
Yeah.
That's a classic. Banana split. That's a classic.
No, I almost never get.
Apple pie. That's a classic.
Dude, I never. Who's cooking? Somebody's cooking in this.
Dude, I'm so hungry right now.
I'm fucking
Did you ever have
starving.
Kate's Real Food? I got
No,
some of
what's
those
that?
in the cupboard.
What's Kate's Real Food?
Kate's Real Food. So she. I don't know if it's a lady or what.
Who the hell
It's
knows
just
how they
called Kate's.
identify?
But dude, they make this product, and it's like they make these lemon bars.
Okay.
They have different flavors. My favorite one is the lemon bar. They make a lemon bar, dude, and it tastes like a fucking lemon square.
But is it healthy?
Dude, how good does that smell? That's pig. That ain't
What?
salmon.
Is that
buddy.
pig? Yeah, the smell
Dude,
right
it's
now
healthy.
in the studio
it's
is palpable.
it's oats and honey. But dude, I'm telling you, there's 6 ingredients. You want me to get one? You want to try it?
Should we just eat one?
Yeah.
All right, let's just eat one.
People get so mad when we eat on this
Well,
podcast.
they're gonna have to fucking deal with it.
Folks, you got a busy, busy holiday season coming up right now, and that's why I want to talk to you about Factor. All right? It's time to plan ahead for these holidays. You're going to be running around like crazy. You're going to be running out of work, running to the store. I forgot to get this. The family's coming. I forgot a present for so-and-so. Oh, my gosh, I forgot I'm this kid's grandparent or godparent or whatever it is. It's a busy time, people. You got decorating to do. You don't need to worry about hitting the supermarket and then trying to figure out how to buy the meal that's going to fit into your health thing that you're doing or whatever your diet stipulations are. Factor is sending you meals, people. They got 34 meals per week that they can send you, including Gourmet Plus, Keto, Calorie Smart, Vegan, Veggie, and 36 plus weekly add-ons. You'll have plenty of nutritious, flavorful options to choose from. I love a pre-made meal when you can get one. Factor is like if Lunchables were good. You know what I mean?
If your grandmother made it.
Yes, if your grandmother made Lunchables and was also diet conscious, as few grandmothers were when we were kids. No butter. You know? I mean, it's just a great thing. My holidays are jam-packed. Luckily, Factor's fresh, never frozen meals. I like that they're never, it's amazing. I love meal kits, and there's different meal kits out there, and a lot of the services are really, really great. We've talked about some of them on the show, but I like Factor sends you a thing, it's ready to go, it's pre-made, and it's not frozen, and it's cheaper than dining out, people. Everybody needs to save money right now, especially when you got to spend on the holidays. Put the money you save towards your holiday fun and your personal time. I call it you time. I don't know what you call it, but I call it you time. No prep, no mess meals. Saving you so much time, so much planning, so much cleanup, and so much money. Listen, head to go.factor75.com/tastebuds60 and use promo code tastebuds60. You're going to get 60% off your first box. That's code tastebuds60 at go.factor75.com/tastebuds60 to get 60% off your first box.
There it is. Let's see. This better tastes like a goddamn lemon coconut. Nice.
Dude, so Kate's, they're not a sponsor, by the way. I'm sharing this with you. Here are the ingredients: coconut, honey, almond butter, gluten-free oats, brown rice crisps, lemon extract, ground ginger, sea salt.
It's good.
It tastes like a lemon square, doesn't it?
Yeah. Does it have protein?
I don't know. I just read the ingredients. Fucking hog. He couldn't wait to chew it.
3 grams. Yeah. By the way, I know. I'm sorry. Dude, as soon as I took it out of the wrapper, I dropped it.
Pimp, get up close up of this, please.
Okay, 1 minute.
Oh, my God. Good.
Sorry.
You're an animal.
I know. Salmon. I like salmon because it's got a lot of protein for a fish. It's got a lot of protein. You could put it on sandwiches. You can eat it with mustard. You can eat it cold. You can eat it hot. You can eat it on a bagel. They swim the wrong way. They're swimming. They're going against the tide, which is what I like to think I'm doing in my life.
Dude, first of all, I think cold salmon is not preferable, first of all. Mm-hmm. There's something weird about, there's certain fish when it's cold, I'm not that into it. Like, I love sushi, don't get me wrong, but like salmon, trout, there's something about certain fish that I like when they're hot. When they're cold, it freaks me out a little bit. I can't put my finger on what that is.
How do you eat cold fish and not get sick?
What do you mean?
Like sushi, right? It's not cooked. But then, like, if I'm cooking salmon, you know, Jazz will be all over me, like, make sure that's all the way cooked through. But I'm like, but we eat cold salmon and we don't get sick from that. Do they do anything to the salmon? Like, how do we just trust?
There's sushi grade fish.
What does that mean?
Well, why can't you eat cold? What, you mean raw? Are you saying raw cold instead of raw?
Isn't sushi raw fish?
Oh, my God. Dude,
It
you
says
could be the dumbest man I've ever met. Yes, it's raw fish.
So how do you
Did you not know that?
Yeah, but how do you get sick from it?
You don't get sick from it.
I mean,
'Cause
how do
there's
you not get sick from it?
There's sushi grade fish. There's certain meats that you can eat either rare or raw, or you can eat beef, certain types of beef raw. That's what steak tartare is.
Yeah, he's right. It says here they're just the way the fish is caught and treated through transportation is the reason, because bacteria level is low.
But you could still get wildly sick from sushi.
Of course, you can get wildly sick from anything if it's not treated properly or cared for the right way.
Right.
you know, if sushi goes bad and you eat tainted sushi, yeah, you're gonna get sick.
Right.
But if you eat tainted beef, you'd get sick.
Yeah, but my thing is like with salmon, I just look at them like I granted I don't love cold salmon. I like hot salmon, but it's also the only thing I can cook. You know what I do? You know what I make my salmon? First of all, I put it in an air fryer and I do a marinade. I do a little bit of honey mustard in the bowl. Honey mustard, olive oil, salt, pepper, and a little adobo. And I put the salmon in and I let it marinate in there for like an hour and I cook it and the kids like it.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, look, salmon's fine. I have leftover salmon in the fridge right now.
From where?
I made it. I
Do
made
you
it.
go do you go farm raised or do you go wild caught?
I try to get the wild caught if I can.
They're lying to us though. How would
But
we
yeah,
fucking know?
I'll eat the farm raised if I have to.
You know they're not orange. They inject them to make them orange. The salmon that we eat is not naturally orange. They inject food dye into them.
Well, wait. Well, what color is it then? When you
it's like
get salmon sushi, it's like a reddish color.
No, I think real salmon isn't orange. Like actual salmon themselves aren't orange.
All right. So here's the thing, though.
They'd be naturally white.
Naturally
without
white.
the feed in farm-raised salmon.
Yeah.
Okay. The here's the thing, though. It's salmon is good. I like salmon. I eat salmon. It's a great fish for you. It's very healthy, as you said.
High on
and it is a
omega-3s.
very versatile fish. I agree with that too, even if I don't like some of the ways it's used. But I will tell you, if there has ever been a food on planet Earth that you get zero excitement for, salmon.
What? You don't
Nobody is excited about salmon in the restaurant. Nobody sits down at a restaurant and goes, "Ooh, they have salmon." Everybody's got salmon. It's common. You go to a steakhouse that's got a raw bar and a seafood menu and everything. You're not going, "Oh my God, I've got to have the salmon over the lobster or even the tuna or whatever or the king crab or whatever it is." Salmon is the least excitable fish that has ever.
I disagree, dude.
I
You
mean,
think
it's up there
salmon-
with. It's only to be outboringed by like cod.
Yeah, I was gonna say cod is the worst, dude. McDonald's serves cod. That's how cheap it is. Cod
McDonald's.
is worse.
Yeah. Okay. Well, go ahead. Sorry.
No, seriously, it's the cod. I think salmon is, dude. What do you think? Salmon's more exciting than halibut?
I see halibut way less on menus than I see salmon.
But that doesn't mean it's not exciting. Alaskan salmon is just dude. It's orange. It's fun. You could put a little spice on it.
But you don't. But you don't. My point is no, you don't get excited about it. It's like getting excited about the roasted chicken. You just don't. It might be delicious. It might be a thing. Look, these are functional foods. The salmon is a food just like roast chicken. I get it for one reason. I'm like, this will taste good. It will serve the purpose. I will be full because it's got some fat to it. And I won't feel guilty about it afterwards. That's why I eat salmon. That's why I eat chicken. I enjoy it. My taste for it has grown greater and greater as I get older, and I continue to eat these things in place of other meats. But there's never a moment in time where I go, "Oh my God, I can't wait to go to that restaurant to get the salmon." It's just not a thing.
Dude, there's a restaurant in Staten Island called Don Cheech. They have the best salmon you ever had in your life, dude. Go get the salmon.
damn
They
it,
crust it
Staten
and
Island.
stuffed in pistachios or something.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
The Stand has an awesome salmon where they do like an almond, some
Yeah.
kind of almond crust on it or whatever. But I'll tell you this. When and I get it all the time and I love it, but they'll do different fish for specials like scallops or something. When they tell me that, I get excited because I'm like, ooh, how do you do the scallops? Salmon, I don't know, man. Pork
Dude, that's
chop.
why you're single. You get excited by scallops.
I go to a place. They go. In fact, the Stand does this. I go, what are the specials? They go, we got a pork chop that we do with shishito peppers. Dude. When you get a pork chop cooked the right way, with the perfect brown sear and the moist, it's juicy. Oh my God! And the fat on the end is crusted and marbleized in just the right way, or caramelized in just the right way. It's just, oh my God, dude! It's otherworldly.
But
It's
you can't put it on a
otherworldly.
sandwich.
It's like a food for kings. Like if you watch an old thing about like Henry VIII or whatever, or some movie about a king, and he's got a chop in front of him, and you're like, that's a king. That's
Yeah,
how
and he
a
died
king
of
eats.
gout.
But you know what I mean? You never see a king in one of those old, you don't watch Game of Thrones and they're sitting there eating salmon.
It depends if they were seafaring people.
A great comment from a fan here. Pork chops are bland and only good with applesauce.
I like that.
That means they're not being cooked properly.
I agree with him.
And salmon reminds me of DeRosa's sister's pussy.
Well, that's the winner as far as I'm concerned. That's hilarious.
Great. Yeah, I listen. Here's the thing: is for me, pork chops. If you can't put it on a sandwich, I'm just not interested.
You can put a. What are you talking about? Pork chop sandwich is a thing.
What do you? It has a bone in it.
A bone-in pork chop does. A bone. There's a bone.
You can get pork chops with no bone.
Chris, I swear to God, sometimes I think you've never left the house. Like, I don't understand. Have you ever gone to a supermarket and bought groceries?
Yeah, rarely.
Oh, my God. What does Jazz... I'm going to save Jazz from you. I'm going to come give her the life she deserves with a man that appreciates what she's doing.
Yeah.
How, you go to the grocery store. Yeah, there's all kinds of pork chops. Were you never single and, cooked for you? I'm not being a dick. I'm really asking.
No, when the times in my life when I was single, I just ordered out every meal all the time.
You just ordered Carvel?
All the time. Well, no, what I would do is, dude, I swear to God, there was this deli that when I used to live in Loyon City. It was called the Pumpernickel Deli. I would place an order at 9 a.m. and I would get bacon, egg, and cheese, crumb cakes, 3 coffees, and a chicken cutlet sandwich, and I would just have that throughout the day. I would just have one order.
Dude, you are a load.
Yeah, bags of chips. Dude, I can't wait to get out of here because I'm going to go to Parisi Bakery and get the Dennis, which is chicken cutlet, prosciutto, fresh mutts.
I thought you were going to go to my place to get the tuna, you said.
No, it's out of the way.
God, you're such an asshole.
No, fine. I'll get the tuna.
No, it's fine. I'm not going.
I got to wait.
A lot of people are saying that Chris actually ate a pork chop on HeyBabe. And you were disgusted.
I was
remember
disgusted
that.
by it. This the one time, and the person who prepared it is an amazing cook and prepared a lovely pork chop. But I just couldn't eat it. I ate it, but I didn't love what because I kept thinking about the maggots.
I mean, that's a psychological hang-up. I hear you. There are certain. Sorry,
you're choking on Kate's bar.
I know, choking on Kate. There are certain foods that I'll get a thing in my head. Like sometimes, a waiter will look a certain way, or a waitress will look a certain way, and they'll serve me something, and I'll get an idea of them with their finger in it or something,
and it skeeves you,
and it skeeves me big time, and I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise-y things will do that to me sometimes.
Yeah, I used to love sloppy joes and chop meat and stuff like that. And then one time a waitress brought me to sloppy joe, and she had all those moles all over her neck, and I just thought there were moles were in my sloppy joe, and I could never eat it again.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Now a lot of people are just chiming in that pork chops are like drywall. They're saying.
Yeah, they are. They're dry.
Not,
pork chops are dry.
This is, if it's not cooked properly, you got to cook
it's
it.
Hard. It seems
it's
too
saying
hard.
It's like saying steak sucks because it's well done. It's no, that's a poorly cooked steak.
But it is a food that pairs with the lube. The applesauce is always with the pork chop.
No, that's common, but no, it's not. That's not true. A properly made pork chop is very juicy. God damn it! I'm gonna lose this fucking battle now.
As soon as I come in, I just win. I didn't even prepare.
God
I fucking
damn it.
won. I beat because of this. It's painting.
So Pimp, already I think Salmon's gonna win this thing.
I don't
Salmon
know.
is gonna.
I don't know. People, the smell of salmon versus the dryness of pork chops seems to be it.
I'd rather smell salmon. Yeah, the last thing I want is a dry meat.
Let me shout out.
Somebody wrote pork chops are the mush that's between your grandmother's cellulite.
Let me shout out. Who are we retweeting? Who's the winner with the salmon quote? The sister's vagina thing.
Oh, geez. I don't know. I lost him in the shuffle here. We'll retweet you.
All right, but I just want to give him a shout out if we can.
Let me find him.
All right, well, put his name up, Pimp.
Yeah,
when you
I'll
do
put
the
it
edit.
up.
Yeah. Anyway, follow that person.
It's called Fat Mommy.
Fat Mommy.
Yeah.
Great.
Do you have any closing statements about pork chops or?
My closing statements about pork chops and salmon are that I think I literally, if I was being put to death in the electric chair and they were like, your last meal, all we can have is a pork chop, I would say no.
Would you pick salmon as your last meal?
1,000%,
No, you would not.
dude. Yeah. I want to get
Over a
buried
pork
in. I
chop?
want salmon in my coffin.
Over a pork chop. You would pick salmon as your last meal if you had it could pick anything you wanted.
Not even fucking close, dude. I tell you this, I'd rather eat a bat from China than a pork chop.
No, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying you could pick whatever you wanted for your last meal. You're telling me salmon would be a contender for that.
My
that's
last meal?
crazy.
No, okay, if we're being honest, my last meal, there's really 3 choices. Dead serious. Pizza, fettuccine alfredo with grilled chicken, or salmon with the side of mashed potatoes.
Fettuccine Alfredo with grilled chicken?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And grated cheese.
You are... This podcast should be
garlic.
called Are You Garbage?
And
You are
garlic
garbage.
bread, dude. And a tiramisu.
Oh, I like all right, garlic bread.
What
You
would
got
be
me
your
with that.
last meal?
How come you guys don't have garlic bread at the sandwich shop? Put some of these fucking sandwiches on garlic bread.
Because I don't know. Because
Get a garlic spread.
Why?
I don't know, dude. Have like a fucking aioli.
No, we don't. We do cold sandwiches. That's the whole thing.
I think you guys should do. I think you guys, if you had a salmon sandwich, it'd be better.
Never.
Do a salmon special for me. 1 week. Would
My
you
last
consider that?
meal would be arguably surf and turf,
Never ordered that once in my life. A surf and
like
turf.
lobster. Like I would go.
No.
You know what? Forget the turf part. I would go like 3 or 4 pound lobster. Like just an
Again, I've
abundance of
never even ordered
lobster.
lobster.
I love it.
I'm not. I don't want to do work to eat my food.
I would do
You
that.
wear the bib and eat it?
I wouldn't. No, I'm gonna
I
die.
would love for you to be put to death with the bib on.
Yeah, I know. I do that. Honestly, taco kit. I love taco kit.
What is
I
that
love-
like? Taco kit meaning like you make it
I
yourself?
love like the old El Paso getting the
Okay,
taco.
yeah.
I love it
So
so,
you want to
much.
construct your own taco before
Yeah,
death?
why do you want to do
I
so
love
much
it.
work, dude?
I
Just
love-
eat the food.
I love it. KFC would be a contender, like a huge KFC
You
feast.
have the nerve to even comment that you're a piece of shit. KFC as your exiting meal.
These are fried chicken is my favorite. My favorite foods are fried chicken, steak and lobster, and taco kit.
It's 3 things that I never even think about eating or ordering on a menu ever. I've never once in my
You
life.
can't get 2 of them on menus.
I've never. I'm being honest with you, Joe. I think I don't think I've had fried chicken. Like I've had bites of my daughter's chicken fingers, but if we're not counting that, like a fried chicken, I haven't had that in 5 years.
I have to fight getting fried chicken, I would say, on a daily basis.
Yeah.
They open a fried chicken place up the street, and I'm like, I have to put my head down and
you
walk
went in there
by
yet?
it like a degenerate walking by prostitutes. No, I haven't gotten anything in there. They have grilled chicken too, which I'll get. Or broiled, whatever. Like rotisserie. I mean, I'll get that. But like, I'm just trying to not eat, high cholesterol foods right now. So fried chicken's off the whatever. But
How much
it's,
cholesterol's in Kate's bar?
I don't think a
0.
lot. Yeah,
All right,
0.
Fine.
Anyway, folks. All right, let's go to the poll. Whoever wins has to say to the other guy, I still love you.
Okay.
You say I love you too, and that's it.
All right. In last place with 43% is salmon.
Good God, thank
So
you.
pork chop won.
56%.
Dude, the voting in this country's been off the last 2 weeks.
Pork chop wins. Thank you, Taste Buddies and Tasties. I needed a damn win. I appreciate it. I still love you, babe.
Fuck. All right, thanks.
Taste buds, they coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. 2 fools gonna fight, but only one.